Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome to another review. The Beard here from Bearded Viking Customs. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight we are doing a review of the OFRF Gear, however you say it, OFRF, OFRF. And sorry, but if you're on the first feed, I got a phone call and got cut off, so my phone is now on Do Not Disturb Me. Tonight we're getting some things away. So I was sent all of this by the gentlemen at Steam Masters. They're a wholesale distribution company in South Africa, and they are willing to help out vape shops getting their gear. They do a lot of different gear. We'll talk about that now. Right now is the gear. They wholesale gear and they have gear, so they do distro. This is the black and red version. This is the one that I'll be giving away tonight. It's a nice little 24mm single coil gear RTA. And for 24mm, that's a single coil. Very cool. It's got a bubble glass or a bubble, and it's an acrylic bubble window section. So we'll have a look at that in depth a little bit just now. Also from the gents at Steam Masters is their new release called Tiger's Milk. It's a fan-fucking-tastic juice. It's a, I know it's going to sound so weird, guys. Fuck. Lychee and Japanese white peach. And milk. Milk and lychee. Whoever thought it would go together. And seriously, when they first gave this to me, I like the branding. It looks sick. Check here. Not much of the flavor profile on here. But anyway, all the relative warning labels, VG, PG, blah, blah, blah. And this, I tasted it on my hand, and I actually got goosebumps. Because I battled to find a juice that sits well with me for a very long time. So, who have we got here? Craig, Brian Bauer, Hugo Ross, Persuade Me Now, hello Tracy, Tariq Jacobs, what's up Tariq? So we're going to do a little giveaway. This one I'm going to wake up for you guys and let's see what's inside the box and all of that. My build mat tonight is also sponsored by Steam Masters. That's their new build mat for their Kamikaze coils, which I highly recommend. I recommend it so much, it's actually on my website. So Kamikaze coils, machine made, super high quality. I mean, I've only found coils that are this good in hand builds, and some of the hand build stuff's not even this good. That's the tri-fused Claptons, or I don't know if you'd call that a frame staple. There's comes 4 in a package, and I think they're like 60 or 80 bucks or something like that. They've also got some sick alien coils, and then they've got a smaller version, just a fused Clapton, not a tri-core, which are flippin' amazing. James Stewart, oh hey chap, what's happening? Abdullah, what's happening? Brew. So, Steam Masters, guys. Steam Masters are a distribution wholesale network company in South Africa. They have their own line of juice. They've got about 9 juices. Tiger's Milk has just joined that. And you can go onto their website to see what other juices they've got. This Tiger's Milk has been available for wholesale since Tuesday. So I suppose that most of the vape shops will have it by Friday this week. So that'll be available in stores. I highly recommend it. It's really, really good. And I battle to find juices that I like. I think I've done 3 or 4 tanks out of here already. The juice behaves very well on the coils. And I'm still using the same tank that I've used for the week. So I think I re-wicked this thing on Sunday. So 3 days on the same set of coils, about 4 or 5 tanks on the Bravo extended glass, and yeah, it's doing good. Having fun with that. All right, Steam Masters also, they wholesale. They've got the distribution for cotton bacon in South Africa, the Kamikaze coils, and they do hardware. So all your Watofo, Vandy Vape, Shadow, all of that type of stuff. You can go on the website, or you can contact Rayan, RIHAAN, at steammasters.co.za, and Rayan will be able to direct you into whichever device, juice, whatever you need. I know that they do some toolkits. They do have your coils. What is that? Cotton bacon coils? No, cotton bacon, kamikaze coils, and that's Steam Masters. www.steammasters.co.za. You can see it on the screen there. Is it all? Oh shit. Mr. Watson, what's happening? Yeah, oh, there we go. Persuade Me Now says she's running the kamikaze coils in her dot mod right now. I reckon the gear will be one of the best-selling RTAs in 2019. Okay, yeah. I've only heard what other people have told me about it. Like I said, I got these at the beginning of the week, and I haven't done anything with them. Not I haven't done. I've been badly wanting to put it together, but I don't think. I think we'll do it in front of you guys and see if there's any difficulties. I'm not the dumbest chap in the world. I'm sure I could put it together without breaking anything. Mr. Watson, there's only one beard. Howdy. So, and if he doesn't swear, I've got a problem with that. I'm dyslexic. I have to use swear words when I can't find the right word. Now, give me a minute here, folks. Alright, so I'm going to try and make this fun and informative as much as possible. I just want to go through a few of the rules here. If you haven't seen on Instagram, I posted up what's happening tonight. We are giving away one Gear RTA 24mm single coil, the black and red version. Shipping will be for free. Just give me your address. It's only available for people in South Africa. And I might even throw in the balance of this juice. But we'll talk about it. We'll see what happens. I know that there are some nice coils inside here. I might not use them tonight. That's why I got these kamikaze coils, because I know how these vape and I know how they hit. These are the only coils that I use, so I might or might not. Alright, rules and regulations. So, available only to patrons in South Africa, residents, free shipping, and the way that you are going to win this here device, this 24mm RTA tonight, is making a comment and seeing how many people will like your comment. The person with the most likes on their comment will win, and that will close at the end of this video, and I will obviously decide who has the most at that time. So in 2 days time, if you've got more likes than somebody else, please don't tell me that you should have won, because I will check directly after the taping of this. When I go offline, I'll go directly onto and I'll screen grab who has the most likes and at what time it was. The clock will still be in the top, and that's the way it's going to be. Judge's decision is final, because I'm the judge, and I've actually got the RTA, and you don't have it, so you can't even argue with me. But I love you all, and let's get down and dirty. I'm not going to be able to see the comments because I'm going to the other side over here, so that I can build that device to you for you. Use the coils that come with it. Yeah, I'm also thinking that, hey, because I'd like to give a review of something relevant. So maybe if I stand over the phone here, I can, well, let's put that aside, because that one's going to be given away. Let's put those aside, because I think that might be a good idea to actually use the coils that came with it. I know that, so let's just do a little bit about the company. Thank you very much to the gentleman at Steam Masters, Rayon, for sorting me out with this gear. Vape gear. And let's have a look. OFRF. Now, I've looked on the internet, I did a bit of a Google search for these guys. Don't really know who they are. There is talk, there is chatter about who they are, .com. The company is actually registered to Shenzhen OFRF Technologies Company. And they were established like 4 months ago, August of 2018. And they established in August 2018. They launched in November 2018. So that's last month. They have two devices so far. the gear, the RTA we're going to review tonight, the 24mm, and then they have Next Mesh. So if you want to go onto their website and have a look, you can also go onto the Steam Masters website and have a look there. Steam Masters is a wholesale company. I want to just repeat that again. They are a wholesale company. If you are a vape store, please get a hold of Rayon to buy wholesale for your shop. If you want a gear or you would like to see the Next Mesh, still get a hold of Rayon. You can email him and he'll be able to direct you to the closest store that is stocking the gear or the Next Mesh. Yeah, so if you're in Pretoria, he'll tell you which store in Pretoria is stocking it. All right. Yeah, so going to lose all these conversations there. Hello, Leanne Kramer. What's happening? If I say hello to you twice, it's just because I'm not paying attention, guys. But yeah, user coils that it comes with. Pick me, please. Tariq, I'm not picking people, bro. It depends on who has the most comments. And I would suggest making a comment there funny. Don't pick on me because I'll just delete you. Teasing. Please pick me, Mr. Gandhi. I don't choose who wins it, my friend. It's all about likes on your comments. Sounds like some of my dogs saying when I deny him balls. Relish? You're crazy, man. Can I like? Yes, you can, Mr. Watson. You can definitely like your own comment, but that's only one like. So I think you need to try and get some more. James Stewart. Hello, James. Long time. Not going to lie, just looking at that RTA makes me feel like a dirty pirate hooker. Well, yeah, it is quite nasty, hey? I think it's very cool. 24mm, we'll do a little measuring up situation now, going through what the gear company is. So this is the stainless steel version. On the box here, it says 1x gear, user manual, Japanese cotton, extra drip trip, Clapton coils, extra tube, extra O-rings, extra screwdriver. Does it say extra screwdriver? Well, there's only one screwdriver, so it can't be extra. Yeah, so it's got the same little scratch and sniff barcode thingy, if you want to check the authenticity of it. This is an electronic cigarette, not to sell for persons under the age of 21. That's quite interesting, because that's Californian law, which makes me think that their company may be registered in America. Because I also saw on their website, they've the propaganda, what's that thing, 65 that they're busy going through in California. So look at that, eh? Only Americans do the 21. Everyone else in the whole world does 18. So that might be a little secret onto who this company may be. Nevertheless, I have had a look at this, and they are making some pretty cool stuff. So it's not really pretty cool. And the AFC ring comes off. Looks like that was supposed to happen. All right, so we have one, as per the box's suggestion, we have one gear RTA. We have a user manual. Let's look in here. It's down there somewhere. A spare acrylic tank section. Acrylic. This one is glass, and I'll measure when I fill it up how much milliliters it takes, because I couldn't find that anywhere. Now, here's the next thing. Very cool. How do I get my drip tips out? You would say. Bloody hell. Alright. There's a drip tip. Drip tip number 1. Which, I might add, is a 510 double O-ring standard 510 size drip tip. You would expect that with a device that's so small. Alright, let's have a look how that looks. It's very snug. It fits quite nicely. But, let's move that out the way. Look at that. I don't know why. Why it comes out like that from the bottom. I really don't dig that. Pretty sure I can find a drip tip from my collection that would fit there, but nevertheless, it's nice and wide. That's a problem I find with all the 510s, is it's a bit bloody tight on the lips. And then we've got another one, which seems to be Delrin, just black Delrin. I think, yeah, the airflow hole is slightly smaller than on this clear one, which the clear one seems, let's check here, it matches sort of. Yeah, it's probably because the plastic, so it's a similar, like a frosted finish. Very sharp lip on the inside here. So I'll obviously load it up with the extended tank, because who the hell wants to use a 24mm tank that's that big? You're going to fill that thing 25 times a day. One spare screwdriver, because the other one is... So we got some Japanese cotton, but it's shoelace cotton. So that's pretty cool. I'll actually... Yeah, you see, I think we need to use this cotton just to make sure that all of this... Everything that they've put in this package is quite nice. Do a little baggie of Sperry's. And there we go, what we got here. So 28 plus 38 times 9 plus 28 plus 36. 3mm RD. Framed staple Claptons. So those are framed staples, and on the side of the box it just says Clapton coils. I mean, if it said Clapton over there, framed staple, I don't know if it's a big draw card. It's kind of really the same thing. It's just I would prefer to have seen framed staple over there, because it just sounds better. Those look pretty decent, I won't lie. They look alright. Power range between 40 and 55 watts. And it's N80. Awesome. And the user manual. I haven't even read this thing. Anyway. Oh, there we go. Look at that. This is definitely American. The Chinese, although it's made in China, this company must be American, because it's a full-on description on how to use it and how to fill it. That you don't find in any Chinese company. That's definitely doings of the Americans. Well done, gents. Well done. Okay, so basically it's going to tell us upside down. If you understand that, if you've had a Wasp Nano or any 22mm, 24mm single coil. I'm a bit cautious about the screws. Let's go down here. Sorry, I'm actually going to go to the other side of the camera. I'm not going to see your comments, but please continue to comment and make your comments funny so that people will like it, because that's the only way you're going to win. Alright, so let me swing around to this side of the table. Bump, bump. Got a glimpse of the beard there. Just want to make sure I'm in line here. And we'll build this sucker. Tonight I'm going to put it on top of my... where's the camera? There we go. So that's a little, what's that? Awesome. We'll try and fit it on there. This, however, is a 20, it's for a 22mm. So this is supposedly a 24, which I kind of doubted a little bit, I won't lie. Because in my eyes, that's a bit bigger than 24. 25. 25.16 mils. Yeah. Let's see what they mean by 24. See if I can get it right on this tiny little lip here. Whoops, missed it. There we go. It's a 24 mil. Very tight 24 mil, that one there. Alright. I just wanted to check another thing here. Comes with your standard 510 pin. Spare 510 pin. 4 spare screws, grub screws. Flathead screws, I might add, which is nice. I think the flatheads is pretty cool. Alright, we've got a decent airflow. It's not sticky. It's a double O-ring inside there, which is nice. That's decent for me. It's got a locking feature, so there's a little bit sticking out over here, and then on the inside there's a cutout, so it'll stop rotating at some point. So which is nice for when you're screwing it on or off a device and holding it at the bottom there. You don't want to obviously put pressure on the glass because you may break that glass. So it's a bit of a weird view though, because although they've made this indent slightly, you don't get that picture as much as you see it there. I mean, it looks very cool over there, but as soon as you put that on, I know they've reduced the bottom size so that you can see more of that flower looking thing. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. It's all about how it vapes. Alright, so we've got the locking ring system for the RTA, which is very cool for refilling, and you're going to be refilling this thing quite a bit, I would imagine. Alright, the glass comes off pretty easy. That's nice. I'm going to swap straight out to the extended glass. The engraving on there is very deep. It's very cool looking, I must say. The normal standard Konex shape on the inside of the bell housing pushes flavor up a little bit, and it does. It really does work like that. I'm going to put that on there and just have a look. Yeah, that looks pretty sick. Let's put that all together and have a look. I thought sometimes, you know, this extra glass, it does take away a bit of the view, but that's cool. It's now with this slanted sides here, top and bottom slanted, it kind of matches up with that. If you look at it at a side profile, it kind of matches up with two little dents over there. So that'll work, eh? I think that'll work quite well. So obviously stripping it down, you have to take that off first, then grab the locking ring. The machining on this is great. I haven't found a problem with it. It's smooth. Let's put that on top there and see what comes up. Okay, so I mean that's a 24 on a 22, which is alright, eh? Doesn't look bad at all. Doesn't look bad at all. Alright, let's put a coil in this thing. We're going to use the tasty screwdriver that they put in the kits. Obviously, the reason that it's got 4 clamping screws is because the way that you turn your coil, either you're going to have a left-handed or right-handed coil, depending if you make your coils yourself or who made them. So the thing is, that coil's wrong already. Look at that. That's a little bit of an oversight. They should have given you flat coils. So let's find the 3mm ID here. Yeah, it's a 3mm for sure. What we need to do is either unwrap one or wrap an extra. I'm going to go with extra. So you want your coil to look like that. Now, if you've got the 4 screws, it's not to put in 2 sets of coils. It's for 1 coil, and it'll go like that. If it's upside down, if you want an upside down build, it goes like that. See? Easy to understand, right? Now, the trick is, they said in the picture that it should be an upside down build, so your coil should stay face up. Let's see if we can get that going. Screws are pretty tight, which is nice. All right, my only question here, what do you call this thing? Apprehension, is when you've got a screw like that and you put that leg in the side like this and you unscrew it, screwing this one will pull the leg longer, and screwing this one down will push the leg, because obviously it's clockwise the way that it turns. So that's going to pull and that's going to pull if you put your coil legs on the inside of the screws. Now you should have one coil leg on the outside. I see that it does have a very small little ridge in here to stop the coil from pushing all the way out. Now I'm going to go with the idea that it should go on the outsides, because my coil is a extra wrap on it. Let's have a look, see here. Okay. Man, if that wasn't made for frame staples, nothing in the world was. That is perfect. Alright. Nice thing about this clamping system is that you can actually cut off the legs once you fitted it. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is fitting snug as a rug in a bug. Yeah, you wouldn't have any problems with that. It's like trying to fit a warthog through an eye of a needle. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, and then this one, I'm going to pull a little tension on it, just so that it straightens up a little bit. There we go. And that pops straight in. that little lip there is holding it in place. So that's, well, I mean, that's as easy as it looks. That is literally as easy as it looks. Let me clamp these things down. We'll cut these legs off and we'll start a little dry firing. So this says that these coils should hit at 40 to 50 watts, but that's not necessarily in the dry firing stage. So it's spaced a little bit. I'm just going to crimp them together a bit. Oopsie daisy. Should have put the toolkit on the right hand side or the left hand side of you. Let's have a look here. So, alright. One of those. You can get nice and close into that. One of those, and I love it when that happens. Always got to break something. Cool. Let's have a look and see. Where's my sizer? Just going to push that in a little bit, get it to sit nice and flush. And obviously the height that you put this coil in at also determines how much flavor comes through. I know that sounds a bit crazy, but it really does. Can you get a good view of that? The height? There we go, look at that. Perfectly level on the bottom, and let the coil sit above the screws. That gives you a little space underneath the bottom where airflow can travel through. Now the AFC on this, if you look carefully on the inside here, if you can, no you can't. Yeah, I'll have to get a better camera if I'm going to do more better. There we go. So you can see the post in the middle of the airflow there. The airflow does come up through the bottom. Yeah, so it's a center draw. So that's cool. I mean, that's pretty much what we use there. Running that on 20 watts. Let's give it a little strum, see what happens. I'm just going to pulse it up. Don't just hold the trigger in. I want to start seeing the coloring fading. Let's hope that these coils turn a nice blue purple color. So strumming just to make sure that there's no hot spots. And that, yeah, that's pretty sick. That warmed up perfectly. Alright, and there we go. We've got the blue color to it. That's your nichrome wire getting nice and blue. Alright. So, preheated, all done. Let's get to the little bag of Japanese shoelaces. Now, I don't have the real name for these things, but I call them shoelaces because, well, guess why? That looks like a shoelace, does it not? Got a spare in there, looks like. A little bit of fluff on the edge there. Alright. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see. A little bit hot there, I think. Yeah, that looks great. Let's wait for it to cool down a bit so we can get the shoelace inside there. Let me swing around the other side and see how the comments are going. Yo dude, how you doing? So let's go back here. Wasp Nano Dual Coil RTA Relish. Let's have a look, see. Who was I talking to last? Oh, there's a hell of a lot of comments here. I only see guys commenting, liking all of Persuade Me Now's comments. Someone mentioned a flavor chaser. Henny Smith, pictures brew just for you. Well, apparently this gear is smackers full of flavor. I'll be interested to have a vape on it just now. Hey peeps, Henny Pretorius, what's happening? Henny Smith, what's happening? All of the regular locals here. Khan Hussein, what's happening? Care Bears. Abdullah. Sashin, that mod. Ah, thank you very much. My business partner bought that for me for my birthday at VapeCon. Huh? Nice to have friends, huh? Especially friends in the vape game. Yeah, it's sick. I really do enjoy it. And it's, yo, it plays with the battery so nicely, bro. Like 2-3 days on one battery. Threading, Dylan Low. Threading doesn't sound very smooth. Okay. It has a snug fit. Oh, the threading on the here. Yeah. No, it's not bad. I'd say it's probably better than most of the Chinese stuff that comes out. It's like, I wouldn't put this in a high-end device category, but it is pretty smooth. Alright, that's cooled down a bit. Let's have a chat there. All the big guns in the house. All the big guns in the house. I bought him that Asmodus for his birthday. Still waiting for my freaking prezi. Henny, I don't even know when your birthday is, bro. You're not on Facebook, so it doesn't tell me when your birthday is. Sorry. Until you join Facebook, I won't know when your birthday is. Quibus! Chasing the mist. What's up, my brother? Just having a little chat here. I really want to get this thing... Oh, I've got another vape. You know when you're doing things and you're not vaping? Drop it slightly. I'm not going to drop it. I just got the thing. What are you talking about, Hugo Ross? I'm going with the recommendations of the company. I'm using their coil. I'm using their cotton. And I'm going to use their wattage probably. So let's see what happens. We can always do it again later. I think we're going to have to play with it for a few days. Uncle Rob showed me pictures of his gear the other day. Apparently this is the Flavor Chaser's dream. I know. That's why I'm so excited to get it put together. So let's have a look, see. Right, we're going to put a little shoelace cotton in here. That one that's not going through nicely. That one's... Oh, okay, you got to kind of like twist it clockwise to go with a spiral, because the shoelace has... What the fuck is that? Like a little bit of black sheep cotton over there. It's not from my beard. Shut up, all of you. This is... the shoelace is coming undone. That's the cotton. If this is a 3mm cotton, it's quite tight. Not that we don't like them tight. I always like my cotton tight. Alright, so we're going to gauge the drop off here is generally the outside of the device. I'll give it a little extra just in case, because I've never wicked up this device before. Can always take it out and trim it off later. Cool. Now, threading it out. Don't know if we should thread it out. It was quite a tight fit. I'm just going to break up the ends here a little bit. So where it's been compressed together from the scissors. Not going to thread it out because I want to try and see the way that they want me to vape it. Obviously, I haven't played with this device before, so I wouldn't know the best way for it to be vaped. Right now, I'm very excited, very, very excited to see how it comes out. So, oh yeah, that's very easily actually. That went in very nicely. We seem to battle with getting it in this little hole and nice. I found that the tweak and twerk method. So push your cotton slightly together, don't squash it. Grab it, make a little bum with it and push it in the hole. It kind of works. It's probably better methods of putting it in, but I don't know these. I just make up shit as I go along. Why not? I bet you all can tell I'm slightly nervous tonight. This is really the first review I've done. Purely out of peer pressure. People asking me to do reviews for them. And it's not really something that I've done before. I know I've got the channel and we talk cuck all the time and what's happening in the workshop. That stuff I know about. But when it comes to a new device. So, Tiger's Milk. Licking it up with a Tiger's Milk, which is available probably Friday in your local vape shops. It's been on wholesale since Tuesday this week from Steam Masters. If you are a vape shop owner and you would like to have the Steam Masters stuff in your stores, please contact Rayon from Steam Masters. Basically Rayon at steammasters.co.za, or you can follow through on the website and see. Alright, so we're still at 20 watts here. Just going to let the juice soak into the bottom ends there a little bit. Nice and slow ramp on that. It's quite steamy. I mean, you'd expect that with that type of coil. Oh my word, this stuff smells flippin' fantastic. Oopsie. Don't worry. Oh, I could drink this juice. I literally could drink this juice. So I've basically just whacked it up a little bit because I want to do something else now. I want to measure the capacity of this extended glass or extended tank section, which I might add is an acrylic. I will have a BVC acrylic version out very soon. We have our regular 2, 3, 4, 5 millimeter syringe. I'm going to pop the top of the cap here quickly. Very quickly. There we go. Fucker. And I suppose it's not going to take more than 5 mils. I'm going to set it down to, let's have a look here, 6 mils. Try and get rid of some of that air. Alright, we are on the 6 mil marker. And let's have a look and see how much juice this tank actually takes. 6, 5, 2, that's 2 mils. 2 whole mils. 2 whole mils, guys. And it's full. It's pretty full. It's kind of to the height of this lip over here. 2 mils. That's a bit of a bummer. On a single coil, 2 mils is a bit small, I'd say. 2 mils is, I don't know. It's up to you guys to decide. Let me just get a tissue and wipe up the mess I've made. So if that's 2 mil, I think the straight glass is probably only carrying about 1 mil. What's this, Kurt? 3 mils, session, 3 mils, 3.5 for Kurt, yeah? It's 2 mils. Not all that spillage. I licked up most of what's got spilt. Yeah, it helps with the wood on the mod. Fucker. Alright. Now, got a small little air bubble in the top there. Now that's obviously what was... But I doubt that's half of a mil's. That's what came out of the well, because this thing was well full. Alright. I think it's time for that. Time for you all to see me. I know, terrible workshop in the background. But anyway. Alright, folky pokies. Can you all see me? Am I sitting too high? Never get too high. I can't switch this camera. Oh, I can. And I can! Look at that. I can because I'm the man. Alright, so let me grab my chair and we'll have a little chat before I vape it. So there we go. That's that, folks. Wicked up and ready to go. Easy build. 24 millimeters, single coil. Comes with 2 sets of coils, 2 sets of cotton shoelaces. 1 screwdriver, not a spare screwdriver. Just waiting for a few more bubbles to come up here, which looks alright. Thank you very much for Steam Masters, Rayon at Steam Masters, for hooking me up with 2 of these gears from OFRF Offer. Alright. I'm so excited to taste this fucker. I'm going to be giving away this one. It's the black version. It's just called black, but it's got a bit of red on it there. And it's got everything inside it the same as what I just showed you. to be eligible for the competition. Please, would you make a comment, make it a funny one. Let's have the guys laughing. Let's have everybody involved. And the person with the most likes at the end of this video stream, I will choose who has the most. I'll take a screen grab of it and I'll post it tomorrow on the FB channel. And you'll see what time it was. So don't come in 2 days' time and say, but I've got 25 likes and somebody else had 18, and it's just not going to work. It's going to be done immediately after this video. I will do a screen grab just to make sure that there's no confusion. Shipping will be included for free as long as you live in the South African state, the Republic of South Africa. And it's time to vape it. So we had it at 20 watts just for warming up the coil and getting it all nice and nice. Now, I want to tell you something. On this particular device, I have been and always have used a Saveur mouth to lung with my neck salts, which I enjoy quite a bit. 40 watts. Tiger's milk. Let's see how it hits. Ah, shit. Okay, so it's good. It is good. I think it's actually very good. I've been vaping this Tiger's Milk, and it's a new juice, so it's not something that I know, and I've only ever used it in my Bravo tank with the kamikaze coils and the cotton, and it's all the kind of the same standard stuff. Now the Bravo's got flavor, doesn't have a lot of flavor. And I thought that I liked this milk, this vape juice, Tiger's Milk. I thought that I liked it in the Bravo. I think I fucking love it. I really think I love it. Tiger's Milk. I literally got goosebumps when I tasted this out of the bottle. A little bit of spit back there. I don't think that's due to under wicking, because remember I never thinned out the wick. I just broke up the compressed parts. Now if you can see the lights against me here. Whoa, fuck it. Let me turn this around because I need to be with the light. Go towards the light. Look at my lights are fucked in my roof. We'll be getting better backdrops and all of that stuff soon. Let's have a little chat here. See if I can get... Okay, so there are a few bubbles coming up. It's good though. It's very nice. It makes a lot of cloud. I mean, this is what, a 70-30, yeah, 70-30 PG VG mix. Holy shit. I think I found my new favorite. So that's all good. Acrylic tank section, 24mm single coil. No idea in the world who this company is. They were established in August 2018. They launched in November 2018, and it's already the 12th of December. So they seem to be on the ball. The talk in the town is because of their packaging. And I mean, they haven't spared any expense here. They've actually done decent boxes, decent Sperry bags, everything labeled, branded nicely. I like the fact that the spares bag has a clear section on the back, so you can see what's actually inside the bloody thing, instead of tearing open every bag and then, oh, that's coils, oh, that's cotton, oh, there's my spares. So that's a cool little feature. Yeah, I think these things are going for around about the $600 mark. I'd say between $550 and $600. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Not on this mod though. I don't think it suits. It's 24 mils, but I mean it's marginal. It's called a 22, but with the stabilized wood, it's slightly thicker. So this fits kind of nice. There's no overhang here. And this mod hits. Is that RTA as big as your pinky finger? Nothing wrong with my pinky finger, bro. It's all good. Best mesh. Dylan Lowe, best mesh. No, the next one is called Next Mesh. Next. Let me tell you, I took notes, folks. I took notes. Yeah, NEX Mesh. And I've spoken to the guys at Steam Masters. They do actually have the Next Mesh in stock. If any of the stores would like to grab one of those, or if you feel like you want to get that thing, you want to get the gear, you want to get the Next Mesh, you want to get some kamikaze coils, cotton bacon, or the 9 different juices that Steam Masters manufactures and distributes, get a hold of Rayan, RIHAAN, at steammasters.co.za, and I'm sure he will be able to direct you to the closest store that he is stocking at the moment. Other than that, fuckers, this has been great. That's at 40 watts. I just want to bump it up marginally. I think maybe 45. I feel like I could be getting more out of it. Ah, 45 is a dream. I don't think I'll go heavier than that. It's the vape's coming through a little bit warmer. Little warmer, but not hot. Yeah, you start to get a bit more of the fruit notes in this now. Not as much milk in the Tiger's milk. So that's sick. Let me read through some stupid questions here. What are you going on about? Jeez, like it. I don't even know where beards need to blow wave. That beard needs a blow wave. Looks like you had a finger in an electric socket. Hey, if you can grow a beard, you can comment. Not if you grow a beard. If you have a beard. It's just the light catching it, man. Come on. This beard's fucking majestic. Don't offer, you need her. Don't offer, you need her. I don't know what that was. Sorry, I'm picking up Stompies, yeah? Any Victoria's Kurt, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, thank you. It's too small, juice polished. I wish this thing was live and I could hear you guys. I'd love to hear you say that company name. As far as I've got it, it's the offer. The offer. Yeah. How do we enter the giveaway? Matthew Blummerus. Matthew, so what you need to do is make a comment in the comment section. Make it a funny. That would be nice. Get everyone involved. Let's have a laugh. And the way that you win is if your comment has more likes than everyone else's. So comment away. At the end of this video, I will have a look. I'll review all the comments and see which one got the most likes. I'll screen grab that so that you'll be able to see the time frame that I did it in and the amount of likes. I don't want somebody coming back tomorrow afternoon or in 2 days time saying, oh, but I've got 25 likes and the person that won has 18 likes. It was done directly after this video. And so I'd suggest making your comment as funny as possible. Don't pick on me though, because I can delete your comments. Alright, Kurt, high ace drivers can fit 12 mils. One more, bro. So you know that thing with the going to town, going to the ocean, and when the taxi tunes, hey, it's full up, can you squeeze one more? When your chair looks like that, you need to re-wick. Too many dry hits. My bro, this is a workshop. Everyone asked me these weird questions. Why are my fingernails dirty? Why have I got paint on my hands? Why I drink out of a coffee jar? Because there's sawdust and all shit flying around here. I can close my juice and I don't get dust and muggies and things in my juice. Makes sense, doesn't it? Alright, so kind of short the tank. He's still the man. Rian is the man. Kind of short like the tank, but he's still the man. Yeah, Imran. Yeah, Rian is the angry Indian. Okay, people. Yo, one doll comes on here and your all go goo-goo. Everyone, all I see is just replying to persuade me now, replying to persuade me now. This thing's hitting, guys. This thing's hitting like a truck. That's flipping fantastic. Yes, it's very nice. So if those of you that were running the Wasp Nanos, not the RTA version, I don't really think that worked that well, but the dripper version, I think that's really, really, really cool. And the amount of flavor that you're getting off of this is pretty much the same. Hopefully these are in the shops by Xmas. Craig Bauer, what do you mean in the shops by Christmas? These should be available in the stores by Friday. They went on wholesale on Tuesday, and I was at Steam Masters today, and they were furiously pumping them out to all the different stores, handing out these free vape maps with the orders, which is nice. I stole one because I'm that kind of guy. If I don't get something for free, I'll take it. Beard off between you and Kurt Yale. Yeah, but you see, there's it depends on who's judging, because really, my beard's not that white. Well, it's much whiter than Kurt's, I think. But Kurt would probably win. He keeps a neat, tidy beard. I'm not so neat and tidy. I'm kind of rough and raw. That's the way I am. I mean, I pretty much wear flip-flops every day and shorts, whether it's cold or not. Most of the time I've got paint all over my shirts. Kurt's the front of his shop, so he needs to be presentable. Yeah, but he's got a majestic as fuck beard, I won't lie. Short singles make my life more flavorful. Henny Pretorius. I like that. Everyone go comment on go like Henny's comment. That was hilarious. I like that. Brent, you fought. Yusuf? What? Wayne Peterson. I've seen Rayon naked. Is he really a tripod? Throw that Dodge chair. Throw in my Dodge chair and then it's a deal. Hey, Mr. Watson, leave my chair alone. This thing's been with me for years. Man, seen a few reviews on this thing and it's so cool. My review's so cool. Thank you very much, Matthew. I appreciate that. Who hasn't? Yeah, I really didn't go and watch any of the reviews on it because I'd like to have my own opinion on it. I was apprehensive at first about the screw down, well, the screw posts. Well, I don't know, how do you call it? Instead of having a flat plate or something that clamps against your coil leg, it's got a screw, and my immediate thought was, and the boys have done their homework on this, when you're screwing, if your leg sits this side and you screw, it'll pull your leg longer. If your leg's on the other side and you screw, it'll push your leg back towards the coil. So I was a bit worried about that. But I see that they've added the two little notches on the side on all four. So when you're screwing, your leg kind of pushes against there and it doesn't travel. So yeah, they've definitely done their homework on that. The comment just now about Dylan saying that the threading sounds a bit noisy. Yes, it is. It's slightly looser than something that's like precision milled or threaded, but it's still stainless steel. There's a little gap there so that you don't have to perfectly find the thread. It kind of just finds its way in there. A little bit of play, it doesn't matter because you're actually screwing it down, so it's condensed. I actually wanted to do a little thing. Okay, with the juice in, which is, like we know, 2 mils, I just wanted to put it on a scale and find out, because there's another thing they didn't put on there, how much it weighs. So, I've got a gram scale here. Goes to 3 decibels. 39.8 grams. So, 40 grams, probably about 35 grams minus the juice, 36 grams. 36 grams. It's very light. It's very, very light. And I think it's a perfect little trip. I think that That's going to set the standard for next year, 2019, single coils. No, it's so late. Laughing my Wayne Piers scared my life. Taxi drivers can fit 18 mils into the gear. This thing fucking hits. I'm so stoked that I used their coils in there. I do imagine that the Kamikaze coils may be slightly better. I know that they are just a higher quality coil. And if you're adding in free coils with an RTA or a dripper or something like that, I generally think that they're not going to spend too much money on those coils. They certainly didn't on the cotton. This cotton, it's nice and soft and fluffy, but in my experience, that means it's going to collapse. And if you're using a tank and the coil and you run your juice a little lower than you should, when you go back to fill it up, the cotton has collapsed and it won't expand again with new juice. So I would say probably that coil's not the greatest. There was no running it in. The cotton had no flavor to it, so that's a good side of it. It's probably 100% cotton. But yeah, for a company that's 3 months old, they've put something in the market that's bloody brilliant, and they've checked all the boxes. I mean, a 24 mil single coil. There's always a 22 mil single coils, so it's a bit bigger. Holds 2 mils of juice, which I'll let you know soon enough if that's. It seems to be alright. I like the extended glass, and I like the fact that it's acrylic. I hate the tip. The tip is ridiculous. Can you see that? Yeah, it's that cut off shape and then coming out like a diamond. I don't think that's the greatest. I like the wide bore. It's a 510. It's kind of standard. The Joburg boys will like that because I know they like their 510s. I just can't think of a device that I have to run it on. I mean, it's cool enough. It comes in silver and black, and that's, as far as I know, that's the two color options. The black is pretty cool. Let me show you that. It's really cool. I took the silver because I think that you guys would prefer the black one more. Yeah, the black is pretty sick. Obviously that red bit on the top there, I don't really do red. I don't have red in my arsenal. Yeah, just Gear, company name written on the bottom twice. Yeah, 510 slightly protruding. Obviously it's a 24 mil single coil. You're not going to run it on a mech, so you don't need to worry about putting it on a hybrid. It's marginal. It protrudes from the peak insulator like ever so slightly. Yeah, it's good. I think it's good. I think it's flipping fantastic. I need to find a device. I don't have one here, but this would sit perfectly on the Revenger. That small little chrome one, this would go on there perfectly. I mean, yeah, that'll look tidy. Okay, hold on. Steve, praise the Viking. Thank you very much. Put another tip on there. Yeah, actually I'll do that. Yusuf, that's a great idea. I don't know if I've got any. Oh, I've got a box of 510s, but I don't have any that's got cool colors and stuff like that right now. Oh, yes, I do. So this might be the perfect tip for this. Let's have a look here. So that's a tip that I made the other day. It's a super wide, super flat 510. That, and it fits snug as a bug's rug. There we go. So that's just the clear version of it. My beard's in the way. Can you guys see that? Yeah, look at that. So, I won't lie, it actually makes it feel like it hits better. I never understood that, like how a tip can change your opinion on something. So yeah, that's the tip there. It's a little bit of a better tip. That works nicely, but my lips touch the metal, and with such a low profile, this thing makes clouds. This thing makes clouds. I think it comes down to the metal that they're using to the posts and what they're made of. It hits bloody good, huh? So that you can't see because the fucking light's in the wrong place. Something a little bit small and wide. That doesn't even fit in here. That doesn't even fit in here. What am I doing? How about that one? A little pink tip. I like the pink tip. So that fits. I mean, that's what is this called? Nib. On my website, that's a nib boy tip. But it does make it look a bit like shit nipple. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Let's have a look here. So this is the true lip tip that I make. That actually looks a bit better. That's a 510 true lip. That kind of goes with the little dents and bends and shapes that come with that. So that's cool. And then the last tip that I've got here, and we're just talking about the shapes of tips now. We're not talking about the colors, because this is that's the bullet boy. So it looks like a bullet. And it fits perfectly inside this little flower arrangement on the top here. But again, it does look a bit like a zipple. And that's too restrictive. Yeah, I don't like that. I think it's a big toss-up between that, which has got such a nice feel in your mouth, or the super low little 510. Which, no, I think that goes with it. It kind of looks stacked, so it's built up. I think that's probably it. I just want to go back to the original. Yeah, the originals. It's such a weird tip, though. I don't think it's bad. I don't like it, but I don't think it's bad at all. It's an interesting tip. I'm gonna run this super flat one on. The super flat 510. What's it called? Super flat. Flat. PH. Flat. Spelt with a PH. Yeah, that works for me. It just reduces the size a little bit, right? Rayon, thrifty animal. Is that your man cave? Suits your beard. Lol. This is not my man cave. This is part of the workshop. So, yeah, that's where shit happens. And some more shit happening. And the reason I'm not doing my review on my desk is because it looks just like that. And, yeah, there's some stock there and some Bearded Viking stuff. And this is the one half of the workshop. There's another half that's the same size on the other side. Apparently very reputable mesh from them as well. Okay, that's interesting to know, because I know there's been a problem with the mesh stock availability, but Steam Masters does stock that mesh. I know they got in a batch the other day. That art here is your pinky finger. Oh, I think I'm going backwards here. I think I'm missing all the comments. Let me skim through here and just see if there's anything. Lol, we need to do a fundraiser for your office. Yeah, like I need a ceiling. This is a workshop, guys. It all fits well. Dickheads, not fuckers. No. Yeah, they're all fuckers. Yeah, they're all fuckers. The Irish pikey fuckers. My beard has grown back after shaving it 6 weeks ago. Yeah, but Quibus, when you shaved your beard off, bro, I almost broke up with you, to tell you the truth. Off her! Off her! Yeah! The offer. Off her. Off her. Off her. OFRF. Offer. The offer. The offer. Hope whoever wins the Addy enjoys it. Well, that's a nice sentiment. Yes, match fixing on the likes there. Oh, I see. It's my throne, thanks. Beard looks like crap. When you put your helmet on and this much of your beard sticks out, yeah, I know the story. It puts Coke in the jar. Ah, Coke in the jar. Alright, so we're watching. I think we're done. What's the time? How long has this been going on? This is an hour. Hour and 5 minutes. Imran Vada, where's my build? Rayon, where's my build mat? You have to buy, bro. You have to buy. David Nordier, hey dipshit, you know what, hey? You know what, David Nordier, my friend. Oh, my dude. I think by now I probably owe you like a device, not just a set of panels for a BB. Dude, it's on the table. Maybe Christmas is coming. I don't know. Fuck. When I'm screwing in my leg, it also pushes somewhere. Quivers. Ah. Carl Fredericks. Offer. Doesn't that stand for anything? Doesn't that stand for anything? But I'll give it a shot. Original fuck, rebuildable fuck. Yeah. Nobody knows. Yes, that will look awesome on the Vape Espresso Armor Pro. That's the one I was thinking about. That will look awesome on the Vape Espresso Armor Pro. Yeah. What's happening? Yo, there's so many people that have joined. Sorry, guys, I didn't say hello to everyone. Persuade me now. I think you should give away one of your awesome drip tips as an added bonus, a nice little custom surprise. That was going to be in the surprise anyway. But thanks. Oh, that looks good. What are you talking about? My beard. Okay, let me scroll to the bottom here. So, my panels. Kurt, your panels. You didn't even order BB panels. You ordered something else. I think that's like for a plug or something. Jacob's Coke for the win. Lol, Mo. No stress, dude. Shot David. When I see you at VapeCon or VapeFest or something like that, you can come and pillage my my stand for whatever you want, dude. But I will try to get those panels back to you at some stage of my meager existence. Alright, folks. I think we're done. Let's just recap here. Thank you very, very, very much for Steam Masters giving me a little push in the reviewing sections. Obviously, I'm not going to always be doing live views. Next year, I hope to have the YouTube channel up and running, and I'll have to do a little more editing of my products and my reviews. So a big shout out, thank you to Rayon from Steam Masters. Thank you for the Tiger's Milk, lychee white peach milk, which sounds really weird, but it's flippin' amazing altogether. And obviously, thank you for these two devices, the Gears. This one will be going out to one of you lucky people just now. And if you guys need anything, Rayon at steammasters.co.za. Thank you very much for joining me, folks. Marina, Oliver, how does a comp work? You make a comment. As many people that like it, the one with the most likes on their comment will be the winner. But I'll be judging that in the next 2 minutes. So thank you very much for everyone joining the Beard tonight on Bearded Viking Custom Reviews. And I hope to see you next time. Remember, folks, keep it cloudy.